So do you remember when we were younger, we were always like wanting to grow older, but we never really thought about what growing older meant.
Right. Your basic daily activities for you. You're not able to bathe yourself, even feeding. You need someone to feed you.
So when it comes to frailty and falls, how do you think we can prevent that in older people? Hello everybody, welcome back to yet another insightful episode of the Physytek podcast. We took a short break, but we are back even better and stronger. We promise that the next episodes are going to be more educative, more insightful, and even more fun. We have made just a few changes to how things are done on this platform, but I'm sure you're going to enjoy it. One of the few changes we have made is that we have brought an expert physiotherapist, a physiotherapist who knows her book, all right? She is going to be my co-host on this podcast, and you're going to see more of her almost every day, but we promise to still bring you guests every now and then so that you can ask all your intelligence questions that you have. So I'll leave the introduction for her because I believe she can do it better.
Hi everyone, my name is Alberta Aite and I'm super excited to be part of this very educative platform. I'm also a physiotherapist who's very passionate about helping people to live better, feel better, and get better. Now, speaking of living better, this month, physios all over the world are celebrating the World Physio Day, which was marked for the 8th of September, but we are still celebrating throughout this period. And the theme for this year is healthy aging, the role of physiotherapists in
preventing frailty and falls.
So talking about frailty and healthy aging, now Alima, can you tell me what you think aging is?
So healthy aging, right? So healthy aging is generally the process of maintaining a physical, mental, and social well-being as you grow. So do you remember when we were younger, we were always like wanting to grow older, but we never really thought about what growing older meant.
Right. You just limited it to the 20, 30.
Yes, because we're kids. You see, I feel like when you are like, when you're a teenager, you think old people are like people in their 20s and their 30s. Yeah. And then when you get there, you think old people are like in their 40s. So it's like you never imagine yourself to
working
be to be the older person, right? So the theme for this year, healthy aging, the role of physiotherapy in preventing frailty and fall. So what is your idea of frailty? When we say somebody is frail, what does it mean?
So it simply means being weak.
Okay.
Like being, for the elderly, I'll say you are weak, your muscles are weak, you have to walk with an assistive device. You need someone to be doing some of your basic daily activities for you. You're not able to bathe yourself, even feeding. You need someone to feed you. So as far as the elderly is concerned, that is what I think frailty is.
Okay. So in the concept of frailty, I think it's more like the person is vulnerable, right? Due to some physiological changes that happen in your body due to age. You know, as you are aging, your body is not like before. You lose some of your muscle strength, your bone density, your muscle integrity, all these things start to gradually reduce, and then they put you in a position of more or less like a disadvantage, right? So you are more vulnerable or more likely to, fall or to have some of these musculoskeletal conditions as compared to a younger person with a much better bone density, much better muscle strength, functionality, flexibility, etc. Right? So it's more like the physiological changes that happen in your body causing your chances of getting into these old related disadvantages. So when it comes to frailty and falls, how do you think we can prevent that in older people as they age?
So as physiotherapists, one thing we always do is to advise our patients to do is remain active, exercise. You can never run away from exercising and being active. That's the only thing that research has proven to help people maintain stronger bodies and a healthier lifestyle. So So as far as physios are concerned in preventing frailties, we are here to help you design specific exercises for you to help with your balance, to help to improve the flexibility in your joints, to help build your muscle strength, exercises to help improve your posture, exercises to help you improve your functional ability, and even exercises to help improve your cardiovascular endurance.
Exactly. And one thing that you should consider as a young person watching this video is that the lifestyle that you maintain whilst you are young is going to affect you when you are older. So this conversation is not limited to people that are older. It is a conversation that everybody must be involved in, because aging is inevitable. Unless you want to die early, which I know you don't want to, we are all going to age at one point or the other. So the lifestyle that you live is going to affect your level of frailty, and then your chances of involving in falls, getting yourself involved in falls and all these other age-related situations. Now, before coming here, I actually had a patient who had a femoral fracture due to fall, and she's in her 70s. She was using a walking stick before the fall happened, right? So she just, on her normal day, she went to the market to buy her groceries, do her market rounds, and then she decided to sit on one of the market women's stools, and then she fell. Ideally, she was not supposed to have the fracture. Okay, so healthy aging, it's targeted such that when you encounter some of these conditions, you don't necessarily have severe injuries. So your bone gets strong enough that even if you happen to have a minor fall like the one that my patient just had, you will not have a severe fracture or something that you'd have to go through intense treatment. So on that topic, what are some of the tips that you think can help people in preventing falls and living healthy in their old age?
So like I mentioned before, you need to stay active, you need to exercise a lot. Do not say that because you're old now you can't do exercises. No, I think that is the age where you even need to be more active. When you say exercise, you don't have to go over the ball, you don't have to go to the gym or carry the weight. You can just do simple stretches in your homes, which will help to improve flexibility in your joint. You can see your physiotherapist who will design exercises specifically for you. Because one thing you need to note, one exercise will work for someone
and it will not work for another person.
Always note never to prescribe exercises for yourself. Always make sure you see the physiotherapist to help you with that. Also, as you're aging, your vision starts to deteriorate. I think it's not with everyone, some people. But then if you know you have this issue, you should always be cautious of your vision. You need your glasses. You should always make sure you have them on. You should check your environment. Because as you're growing, normally you start to lose your balance as well. The slight thing and you're falling. So you should check around you should check your surroundings. Make sure there is nothing, like watch out for slippery floors. Make sure you're in the correct footwear. If you're using the stairs, always make sure that you're using the rails.
And if you need assistance, so there are situations where maybe you'd have some knee pains or some other joint pains that you may need assistance in walking. That is more of the reason why you should see your physiotherapist, so that they will prescribe the right walking aid that will help you to prevent you from falling. So when you see a physiotherapist, they check your balance, they check your flexibility, and they know the right kind of walking aid or assistance that you need, so that you prevent all these things from happening to you, including checking your environment as well.
And one thing to note, aging comes with pain-related issues, but then do not normalize pain all the time. Once the pain is becoming unbearable, make sure you're seeing a doctor or a physiotherapist. Because once you ignore the pain, it could get worse over time, and before you know, it has led to immobility.
And with regards to seeing a physiotherapist, immediately you see the pain. We know that aging comes with a lot of changes, but in the moment you notice anything out of normal, you notice anything very drastic changes happening in your body, whether it is your strength, your flexibility, your balance, or other comorbidities that you know that this is not something that you have already been experiencing, immediately consult a specialist so that they will do thorough assessment and see exactly what is wrong. Because though it comes with age changes, not every changes in aging is normal. Some of them are actually abnormal. So the moment you see any drastic changes in your health, in your way of life, even your day-to-day activities, consult a specialist. Let them see you, let them attend to you and find what is wrong with you so that they can give you treatment that is specialized for you. So this entire conversation has been centered around having independence whilst you are growing older. Aging does not have to come with reduced independence. Just because you are aging does not mean you necessarily have to be dependent on somebody. So some of the things that we have mentioned: regular exercises, checking your environment, making sure you have your glasses or vision clear, making sure that you are using the staircase rails whilst you are ascending or descending a staircase, regular consultations with your physician, with your physiotherapist, anytime that you see drastic changes in your body, and always making sure to stay active to help you improve your balance, improve your endurance, improve your flexibility as you're older. Remember, growing old is not a disease. It is a natural process that happens to all of us, and it shouldn't come with so much disadvantages. So I hope this episode has been very insightful to you. Remember, this episode is not just for old people. It is for you, a teenager, you in your 20s, your 30s and above. Make sure that you live a healthy lifestyle that is going to benefit you when you are older. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to subscribe, like this video, leave something in the comment section and share to as many people as you know. So we'll see you again on the next episode of the Physytek podcast.
The only podcast
that keeps you on your toes, literally.